सर्वेभ्यः भाषापाकः तृतीयः इत्यस्य अद्य पञ्चविंशः पाठः। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। भाषापाकः तृतीयः इत्यस्मिन् पुस्तके विद्यमानम् अन्तिमं प्रकरणं समासचिन्तनम् इति अद्य प्रारभ्यते। अस्मिन् प्रकरणे आहत्य 18 अध्यायाः सन्ति। ऑन द ऑनसेट बहुक्लिष्टाः एते अध्यायाः. Lots of really complex aspects are being discussed in these chapters. We will go slow, but we will make sure that we understand these tricky things that have been discussed all through these lessons. भाषापाकः तृतीयः इत्यस्मिन् पुस्तके विद्यमानः 83-200तमः पाठः पुरुषोत्तमः इति शब्दस्य विषये किञ्चित् प्रतिपादयति। तत्र मूलरूपेण मुख्यः प्रश्नः अयं, पुरुषोत्तमः इत्यत्र कीदृशः समासः? पुरुषाणाम् उत्तमः पुरुषोत्तमः उत पुरुषेषु उत्तमः पुरुषोत्तमः? एतयोः उचितः समासविग्रहः कः इति अत्र प्रश्नः। परन्तु अस्य प्रश्नस्य उत्तरात् पूर्वं काचित् पीठिका अस्माभिः इदानीम् आदौ ज्ञेया। तत्र प्रायेण सर्वैः ज्ञायते निर्धारणषष्ठी नो चेत् निर्धारणसप्तमी इति कश्चन विषयः अस्ति। निर्धारणम् इत्युक्ते समुदायात् एकस्य पदार्थस्य कस्यचन विशिष्टस्य गुणस्य आधारेण नो चेत् कस्याश्चित् जातेः आधारेण क्रियायाः आधारेण संज्ञायाः वा आधारेण पृथक्करणम्. So you have a group of 100 entities and you specifically pick out one out of those. Phaleshu amraphalam madhuratamam. So you have 100 different fruits and you are specifically picking out the mango fruit with a specific quality. So samudayat ekasya padarthasya pruthakkaranam. एतादृशं यत्र क्रियते तत्र निर्धारणं क्रियते इति उच्यते. So when you want to pick up one particular entity out of a samudaya, we call it nirdharana, and typically tasya nirdharanasya prayoge समूहवाचकः यः शब्दः तस्य षष्ठी विभक्तिः भवति नो चेत् सप्तमी विभक्तिः भवति इति यतश्च निर्धारणम् इति सूत्रेण उच्यते. So yatashcha nirdharanam is a sutram in the vibhakti prakaranam, and Kaumadikara explains this as jati guna kriya samjnabhihi samudayat ekasya pruthakkaranam. Based on jati, I'm going to give all the examples, or based on a guna, or based on a kriya, or based on a samjna, you specifically pick one from a group. This process is called nirdharanam. So jati guna kriya samjnabhihi samudayat ekasya pruthakkaranam nirdharanam yataha ityukte yasmat samuhat panchami asti yataha ततः षष्ठी सप्तम्यौस्तः तस्य समूहस्य विषये षष्ठी विभक्तिः नो चेत् सप्तमी विभक्तिः भवति. सो प्रत्येकं प्रकारस्य एकमेकम् उदाहरणं. नृणां द्विजः श्रेष्ठः. So this is jati. Out of all the men, the Brahmins or the Dvijas are separated out using a term called Shrestha. The separation is done of a Dvija, which is a jati vachaka word. So jati guna kriya samjnabhihi tatra jatehe adharena pruthakkaranam. So out of all the men, a specific jati is being lifted. Nrunam और नृषुः द्विजः श्रेष्ठः. गुणेन तत्र पृथक्करणं. गोषु कपिला संपन्न क्षीरतमा. So atra Kapila iti gunaha asti. Kapila means a white cow. So Kapila iti gunasya adharena tatra prithakkaranam kritam asti. See, understand this. Jati, guna, kriya and samjna. These are used on the entity which is being separated out, not on the reason of separation. So here in Nrunam Nrushuva Dvijaha Shresthaha, the reason of separation is Shresthatva. That is not what we are talking about. What we are talking about is the separation of Dvija is based on the Dvijatva, which is a Jati. In the same way, the separation of Kapila is based on Kapilatva, which is a Guna, white colored cow. तृतीयम् उदाहरणं गच्छतां गच्छत्सु वा धावन् शीघ्रतमः. Out of 10 people or 100 people who are walking, the one who is walking fast or the one who is running will reach the destination faster. अत्रापि धावन् इति क्रियायाः आधारेण पृथक्करणं कृतमस्ति. अग्रे महर्षिणां महर्षिषु वा भृगुः श्रेष्ठः. अत्रापि सर्वे महर्षयः सन्ति, तत्र पर्सन् कॉल्ड भृगुः संज्ञायारेण तत् पृथक्करणं कृतमस्ति. अनेन प्रकारेण यत्र जातिवाचकः शब्दः, गुणवाचकः शब्दः, क्रियावाचकः शब्दः, नोचेत् संज्ञावाचकः शब्दः is used to separate out a particular entity from a group of entities, and then you can add additional characteristics on the separated entity. So on the basis of Sreshthatva, we are not doing the separation. We are doing the separation on the basis of Dvijatva, and then we are attaching a quality called the Dvija is Sreshtha. Similarly, we are doing the separation on the basis of Bhrugutva, which is a Samnya, and then we are saying he is Sreshtha. अनेन प्रकारेण अत्र निर्धारणस्य विषये षष्ठी नोचेत् सप्तमी भवितुम् अर्हति. Now the next question that we want to tackle over here is, अत्र इदं वाक्यं दत्तमस्ति नृणां नृषु वा द्विजः श्रेष्ठः. So can we combine nrunam and dvijaha in a shashti tatpurusha samasa, or can we combine nrushu and dvijaha using saptami tatpurusha samasa? Iti idanim atra asmabhiः चिन्त्यते. तत्र प्रथमं षष्ठी तत्पुरुष समासस्य विषये पश्यामः. So shashti tatpurusha samasa is the most common and the most popular out of all samasas. So shashti iti sutrena shashtyantam padam समर्थेन सुबन्तेन सह समस्यते षष्ठी तत्पुरुष समासः भवितुम् अर्हति. राज्ञः पुत्रः राजपुत्रः सीतायाः पतिः सीतापतिः. Everybody knows tons of examples for this particular type of samasa. Parantu asmat sutrad anantaram. So after this particular sutram, shashti is given over here. You can see on the screen. There are a bunch of nishedhas. So na nirdharane, purana guna suhitarthak, tena cha pujayam. A bunch of nishedhas have been given. And the first nishedha over here is na nirdharane. Straightforward sutram. Nirdharane ya shashti vidyate. तस्याः विषये षष्ठी तत्पुरुष समासः न भवति. निर्धारणे या षष्ठी सा न समस्यते इति सिद्धान्त कौमुद्याम् आशयः दत्तः अस्ति. So what does it mean? If you have a simple shashti construct like सीतायाः पतिः, you can combine it and make a षष्ठी तत्पुरुष samasa called सीतापतिः. परन्तु निर्धारणं यत्र अस्ति, यत्र षष्ठी विभक्तिः निर्धारणार्थम् उपयुज्यते, तत्र एतादृशः षष्ठी समासः न भवितुम् अर्हति. अतः नृणां द्विजः इत्यत्र समासः न भवति. Fair enough. Let's go to the next one. नृषु द्विजः इत्यत्र सप्तमी समासः भवति वा इति प्रश्ने कृते सप्तमी समासस्य किं सूत्रं? सप्तमी शौण्डैः इति सप्तमी समासस्य सूत्रमस्ति. कः अर्थः? सप्तम्यन्तपदं शौण्डादिगणे विद्यमानेन समर्थेन समस्यते. So in the Gana Patha, you have a particular Gana called this Shaundadi Gana. It's a group of words. It's a very small Gana. You can see some 10, 12 words are there. Shaunda, Dhurta, Kitava, Vyada, and so on. And only when one of these words comes as an Uttarapada, a saptami tatpurusha samasa is possible. So aksheshu shaundaha, akshashaundaha, or say sangite pravinaha, sangita pravinaha, vyakarane panditaha, vyakarana panditaha, and so on. So only when the word, that is the uttarapada, occurs in the shaundadigana, this particular saptami tatpurusha samasa is possible. In our particular example of Nrushu Dvijaha, the word Dvija does not appear in Shaundadigana, and Shaundadigana is not an Akruti Gana. Akruti Ganas are explicitly mentioned. By the way, this is Ganapatha. Those who are not aware, we can also access Ganapatha from the right menu over here. So this particular Dvija word is not in the Ganapatha, in the Shaundadigana. Ataha Nrushu Dvijaha इत्यत्र सप्तमी तत्पुरुषः अपि न संभवति. So far so good. And now with this background, we come back to our question of Purushottamah. Purushottamah ityatra पुरुषाणाम उत्तमः इति विग्रहः न संभवति. किमर्थम? पुरुषाणाम उत्तमः इति अत्र निर्धारण षष्ठी. Out of all men we are picking one. And पुरुषेषु उत्तमः इत्यत्र शौण्डादिगणे उत्तम इति शब्दः अपि नास्ति. So शौण्डादिगणे is present over here. There is no uttama word over here. So पुरुषेषु उत्तमः इति नास्ति, पुरुषाणाम् उत्तमः इति नास्ति. तर्हि पुरुषोत्तमः अत्र समासः कथं भवितुम् अर्हति? So clearly there are two words. You have purusha and you have uttama, and a samasa has been created somehow, but the most common samasa shashti tatpurusha is not possible, yet equally common samasa saptami tatpurusha is not possible. Ataha atra samasah katham sambhavati iti prashnaha. So this is the question. I spent 10 minutes in just explaining the question. Idanim agre asya uttaram pashyamah. तर्हि तत्र पुरुषोत्तमः इत्यस्मिन् शब्दे समासस्य साधुत्वं कथम् इत्यस्य भिन्नेषु व्याख्यानेषु भिन्नानि पञ्च स्पष्टीकरणानि लभ्यन्ते. So we get 5 different ways of explaining the sadhutva of this word, and all the ways are correct. You can pick up whichever you want. Different scholars have expressed their different opinions, and we are just going to learn all of these without doing a bias on any particular technique. So tatra purushottamah iti shabdasya sadhutvartham panchayuktayah santi. I'll just quickly list it down, give a quick high level summary, and then we will go to each technique separately. So the first technique, this is given by Kayyata, and he says पुरुषोत्तमः इत्यत्र षष्ठी तत्पुरुषः अवश्यमस्ति, परन्तु तत्र निर्धारण षष्ठी नास्ति. If it is not a निर्धारण षष्ठी, clearly that particular न निर्धारणे निषेध cannot apply. So Kayyata justifies that Purushottamah is a normal tatpurusha like Sitayaha patihi. Obviously, we are going to see the logical reasoning why he says all this, but this is the gist. पुरुषाणाम् उत्तमः इत्यत्र सामान्य शेष षष्ठी अस्ति, निर्धारण षष्ठी नास्ति, अतः अत्र समास निर्माणे न कोऽपि दोषः. This is the first argument. The second argument, which is given by Shankaracharya, so you all know that this Purushottama word occurs in the Vishnu Sahasranama all the way in the beginning. So when Shankaracharya wrote the Vishnu Sahasranama Shankara Bhashya, in that particular Shankara Bhashya, he explains the derivation of this word Purushottama, and he says, Atra Purushanam Uttamaha iti nirdharana shashti eva asti, परंतु तथापि अत्र न निर्धारणे इति निषेधः न संभवति. So he says this is definitely a Nirdharana Shashti, but this na Nirdharane Sutram is not applicable in the current context. Katham tadapi asmabhi trishyate. I am just listing down the techniques. The third technique says Purushottamah iti saptami tatpurusha samasah asti, परंतु अत्र अन्यत् सूत्रं वर्तते. सप्तमी शौण्डैः इति सूत्रं नास्ति. So Saptami Shaundaihi is the most common sutra of Saptami Tatpurusha, but that's not the sutra to be used over here. Some other sutra is there in the Sutra Patha, is this third technique. The fourth technique says, Purushottamaha iti Saptami Tatpurusha asti, and the sutra is Saptami Shaundaihi. यद्यपि शौण्डादिगणे उत्तमः इति शब्दः नास्ति, तथापि सप्तमी शौण्डैः इति सूत्रेणैव अत्र समासः भवति इति चतुर्थं स्पष्टीकरणम्. And the final स्पष्टीकरणम् is पुरुषोत्तमः इति षष्ठी तत्पुरुषः अपि नास्ति, सप्तमी तत्पुरुषः अपि नास्ति, कश्चन अन्यः एव समासः तत्र वर्तते. So these are 5 different explanations that we are going to learn one by one. As I already mentioned, all these explanations are equally valid. There is no Purva Parabhava or there is no Priya Apriya Bhava or anything. It's basically different ways of solving a given problem. प्रारभामहे. तत्र प्रथमा युक्तिः पुरुषोत्तम इति षष्ठी तत्पुरुषः एव अस्ति, परंतु तत्र सामान्य रूपेण शेष षष्ठी स्वीक्रियते, निर्धारण षष्ठी न स्वीक्रियते. This is Kayyata's argument. So the way Kayyata explains this over here is, he says, in case of Nirdharana Shashti, there are 3 components that we have seen. One typical example that we saw was Nrunam Dvijaha Shresthaha. So there are 3 components. Nrunam, which is a Samuha Vachaka word. Dvijaha, which is an avayava, which is being separated, which can either be jati or guna or kriya or samjna. So that's the avayava. And third is the purpose of separation. Why are you separating this particular dvija from the nrunam? Because he is sreshtha. Nrunam dvijaha sreshthaha. So what Kayyata says in dvivachana vibhajyopapadetar biyasunau. So the actual sutram is not important, but in this particular sutram, Kayyata explains that for a particular shashti to be called as nirdharana shashti, all these 3 avayavas must be present. Samuhaha, tasya ghatakaha, तथा च पृथक्करणस्य हेतुः. एते त्रयः विषयाः सन्ति चेदेव निर्धारणषष्ठी स्वीकर्तव्या, अन्येषु स्थलेषु निर्धारणषष्ठी न स्वीक्रियते. So in Nrunam Dvijaha Shresthaha, Nrunam is the Samuha, Dvijaha is the component, Avyaya, and Hetu, the purpose of separation, is to indicate the Shresthatva. So Shresthatva Jnapanam iti Hetuhu, Ataha atra Nirdharana Shashti Avashyam Svikriyate. And now compare and contrast this with Purushottamaha. पुरुषोत्तमः इत्यत्र केवलं समूहः अस्ति पुरुषेषु, तथा च अवयवः अस्ति उत्तमः, परन्तु हेतुः न वर्तते. Why are you separating the uttama from all the purushas? That particular hetu is not present. अतः अत्र निर्धारण षष्ठी न भवति, अत्र शेष षष्ठी एव स्वीकर्तव्या. इदानीं शेषषष्ठी स्वीक्रियते चेत् समास निर्माणे न कुत्रापि दोषः जायते इति अत्र आशयः. So we will also read the exact line, exact wording done by Kayyata. This is not there in your Bhashapaka book, but I just pulled it from this particular sutram because it's not difficult. It's very easy to understand. So he says, in the sense Kayyata says, Yasmat nirdharyate. यः च एकदेशः निर्धार्यते, यः च निर्धारण हेतुः. So 3 components. एतत् त्रितय सन्निधाने निर्धारणं भवति, तत्रैव षष्ठी समास प्रतिषेधः. Only when the 3 things come together, only that time the nirdharana can exist, and only when nirdharana can exist, the nishedha of nirdharana is also possible. Ihatu, so he is giving a separate example, naganam uttamaha nagottamaha. So just like purushottamaha, he is giving an example of nagottamaha. नागानाम् उत्तमः नागोत्तमः इत्यत्र किमस्ति? समूहः वर्तते, एकदेशः अपि वर्तते, परन्तु हेतुः न वर्तते. सो इह तु नागानाम् उत्तमः इति त्रयनिधान सन्निधान अभावात्, देयर इज नो ट्रिप्लेट, तस्य अभावः अस्ति. अतः संबंध सामान्ये षष्ठी इति समासः अवश्यं भवति इति अत्र कैयटेन स्पष्टीकरणं दत्तमस्ति. that is the first of the 5 techniques. पुरुषोत्तमः इत्यत्र षष्ठी तत्पुरुषः समासः. अत्र पुरुषाणाम् इति निर्धारण षष्ठी नास्ति. किमर्थं नास्ति? तत्र हेतुः न वर्तते, केवलं समूहः तथा च एकदेशः इति द्वौ एव पदार्थौ स्तः. अस्यां स्थितौ अत्र सामान्य षष्ठी शेष षष्ठी एव स्वीक्रियते. शेष षष्ठी स्वीक्रियते चेत् समासस्य निर्माणे न कश्चन निषेधः न कश्चन दोषः प्रवर्तते. The second technique. The second technique, as I mentioned, is by Shankaracharya in the Shankara Bhashya, and he says पुरुषोत्तमः इति षष्ठी तत्पुरुष समासः अस्ति. तत्र पुरुषाणाम् इति निर्धारण षष्ठी अस्ति, परन्तु तत्र निषेधः न प्रवर्तते. Now the argument given by Shankaracharya in this particular description is exactly on the lines of what Kayyeta says, but it is slightly on a different level. What he says, he in the sense what Shankaracharya explains is that samuhaha, avayavaha and pruthakkkaranasya hetuhu, these three components, when all these three components are present, only then a nishedha of nirdharana will happen. So according to Shankaracharya, the nirdharana can happen even if there are two entities. Like even if you have just purushanam and you have uttamaha, you can still call it nirdharana shashti. But the nishedha given by na nirdharane, this nishedha is applicable only when the third entity is present. So you understand, right? It's exactly the same argument, but at a different place he is putting the trick. The same three components, Kayyata says, तत्र निर्धारणमेव नास्ति यदि त्रयः घटकाः न वर्तन्ते. परन्तु शङ्कराचार्येण किमुक्तमस्ति? तत्र निर्धारणम् अवश्यं भवितुमर्हति, परन्तु तत्र निर्धारणस्य निषेधः न प्रवर्तते यदि तत्र त्रयः घटकाः न सन्ति. So in this particular shloka, it comes at the very beginning of Vishnu Sahasranama, Yogo Yogavidam Neta Pradhana Purusheshwaraha Narasimha Vapuhu Shriman Keshavaha Purushottamaha. Atra Purushottamaha iti shabdasya vishaye Shankaracharyaih kimuchyate Purushanam Uttamaha Purushottamaha Avashyam atra nirdharanam vartate parantu न निर्धारणे इति समास प्रतिषेधः न भवति जात्यादि अनपेक्षया समर्थत्वात्. Understand this. Jatyadi anapeksha. Anapeksha means without that nothing is there. So in Purushanam Uttamaha, just the jati, kriya and so on, that particular component is there, which is Uttama. It is a guna in this case. And the Samuha is there, but there is no third entity. And therefore, the Samasa can still happen. The third entity is the one which could have caused the Nishedha, but that third entity is not there, is what he is saying over here. So Purushanam Uttamaha Purushottamaha ityatra nirdharana shashtim svikrutya api समासः अवश्यं संभवति. कथं संभवति? Understand this. यत्र निर्धारणस्य प्रयोगे जात्यादिकं विहाय अन्यः शब्दः इत्युक्ते हेतुः अपि अन्वेति तत्रैव समासनिषेधः भवति. Nirdharanam is always possible. The samasa nishedha requires three entities. Manushanam kshatriyah shuratamaha. This is exact example given by Acharya. Manushanam kshatriyah shuratamaha ityatra shuratamaha iti tritiyam padam api tatra anveti. Atah shashti samasah na vartate. because nishedha will now kick in. Parantu पुरुषाणाम् उत्तमः इत्यत्र तृतीयं पदमेव न वर्तते, अतः समासे अत्र न कश्चन दोषः. So he says पुनः जातिगुणक्रिया अपेक्षया पृथक् क्रिया वर्तते. If there is a third entity present over there, tatra asamarthatvat, then it is not possible to partially take two together and do the samasa. When you have three entities together, you just cannot take two of them and do a samasa. A very simple example, Sitayaha patihi, you can do samasa and say Sita patihi. But if you say Janakyaha Sitayaha patihi, you cannot just take Sitayaha pati together and say Sita patihi and say Janakyaha Sita pati. That would be stupid. You cannot do a samasa when there are three words that are in anvaya with each other. Only when two words are there, samasa is possible. So that's exactly what he is saying. There are three words that are in the anvaya of each other. Manushanam, Kshatriyaha, Shuratamaha. Then that particular samasa is blocked. But if there are only two words like Purushanam Uttamaha, because there is no third entity present over there, Jatyadi anapekshaya, na apekshaya, therefore there is a samarthya between Purushanam and Uttamaha, and you can combine together. Tatra trityam padam navartate, atah samase doshaha navati. This is the second argument. In the same paragraph, he also gives a small side argument which says, let us also consider this as Panchami Tatpurusha. So he says, Athava atra Panchami Samasaha api sambhavati. Purushat Uttamaha Purushottamaha. He doesn't talk much in that particular context, but he gives a specific line as a pramana, Yasmat Ksharamati Toham, a line occurring in Bhagavad Gita. So this particular Yasmat Ksharamati Taha, Atra Asyaha Panktehe Adharena, Yasmat Ksharamati Taha, in the same way, Purushat Uttamaha, Purushottamaha, iti kathanchit पंचमी समासः अपि भवितुम् अर्हति, तथा च भगवद्वचनं यस्माक्षरमतीतोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः. So अक्षराद उत्तमः, this is actually a better example. अक्षरात् उत्तमः अक्षरोत्तमः. In the same way, पुरुषात् उत्तमः पुरुषोत्तमः. Same line, अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तमः. So he says Aksharaduttamaha, Purushottamaha, Yasmaksharamatiha. All these three use cases are right in the same line. Therefore, purely by this Jnapaka, you can do a Panchami Samasa over here. Obviously, this is not in line of Panini's grammar. This is basically taking a Jnapaka from Bhagavad Gita itself. But he has done that and he has said that Atra Panchami Samasaha api sambhavati. So that is the second argument. Let's quickly go over the two arguments that we discussed. Purushottamaha iti shashti tatpurushaha, Purushanam iti nirdharana shashti nasti iti kayyatasya spashtikaranam. Purushottamaha iti shashti tatpurushaha, Purushanam iti nirdharana shashti eva parantu tatra nishedha na pravartate iti Shankaracharyanam matam. Obviously, these two are contradictory or these two are conflicting, but these are all the opinions expressed by scholars. So you can go ahead and pick whichever you want. So these are the two explanations for Shashti Tatpurusha. Now we go to Saptami Tatpurusha. Saptami Tatpurushasya Vishaye Tatra Tritiyam Spashtikaranam Asmabhi Kim Drushtam Purushottamaha iti Saptami Tatpurushaha Parantu Tatra Bhinnam Sutramasti Saptami Shaundaihi iti Sutram na Pravartate. So if you go to the Sutra Patha and look at the section on the Saptami Tatpurusha Samasa, the first sutram is Saptami Shaundaihi, and then there are a bunch of other sutras in the Saptami Tatpurusha Samasa only, Siddha Shushka Pakva Bandhaishcha, Dhvangchena Kshepe, Krutye Rune, and Samjnayam. So this particular technique says Samjnayam iti sutrasya adharena atra samasaha bhavati. What is this Samjnayam sutram? Samjnayam vishaye saptamyantam supasah samasyate tatpurusha samasaha bhavati. So in case of a samjna, so Purushottama is a samjna of Bhagavan Vishnu. सो संज्ञायाः विषये सप्तम्यन्तं सुपासः समस्यते. सो पुरुषे उत्तमः नो चेत् पुरुषेषु उत्तमः इति समासः अवश्यं भवितुम् अर्हति. अत्र सप्तमी शौण्डैः इति सूत्रं नावश्यकं. किमर्थं नावश्यकं? पुरुषोत्तम इति विष्णोः संज्ञा. अतः अत्र संज्ञायाम् इति सूत्रेणैव समासः सम्भवति. सो दैट्स द थर्ड टेक्निक. संज्ञायाम् इति सूत्रेण संज्ञायाः विषये सप्तम्यन्तं सुपासः समस्यते इति काशिकाकारेण अर्थः दत्तः अस्ति. अस्य अर्थस्य आधारेण केचन वैयाकरणाः अत्र वदन्ति पुरुषोत्तम इति संज्ञां स्वीकुर्मः तर्हि पुरुषेषु उत्तमः पुरुषोत्तमः इति समासः अत्र सम्भवति. Now it turns out that there is a small problem in this particular technique. Actually a big problem, but people just sideline that problem and say we can stay with it. So tatra kashana doshah vartate. Kaha doshah iti chet, it's right there in Kashika, immediate next statement only. So he first says samjnayaha vishaye saptamyantam supasah samasyate tatpurusha samasah bhavati. He explains what is a samjna samudayasya upadhihi. And then he says तेन नित्य समासः एव अयं न हि वाक्येन संज्ञा गम्यते. Now again this needs a little bit of explanation specifically for those who have not studied samasa prakaranam systematically. So samasas are on the top level classified into two groups, nitya samasa and anitya samasa. The nitya samasa is a samasa where the samasta padam looks different than the vigraha vakya. The anitya samasa is the samasa where the samasta padam has the same components as the vigraha vakya. Understand this. If you say Sitayaha patihi Sitapatihi, then what is happening? The vigraha vakya contains Sita and Pati, and the combined samasta pada is also Sitapati. So same entities that are in the vigraha vakya are also present in the samasta pada. So we call this as anitya samasa. The other type of samasa is nitya samasa. So for example, Krishnasya samipam becomes upakrishnam. Makshikanam abhavaha becomes nirmakshikam. So in this particular example, the vigraha vakya is makshikanam abhavaha. The samasta pada is nirmakshikam. That nir component is somehow coming from somewhere. It is not there in the vigraha vakya. Similarly, Krishnasya samipam upakrishnam. So that upa word is not there in the vigraha vakya. It is coming from somewhere else. These kind of samasas are called nitya samasas. In a nitya samasa, the vigraha vakya must contain something different. Something different means not vibhakti pratyayas. The original words must be different than what you will see in the samasta pada. Nitya samasa is therefore also called as aswapada vigraha samasa. Swapada, own padas, aswapada. The own padas which are participating in the samasa are not there in the vigraha vakya. One of them is there, but both are not there. So makshikanam abhavaham nirmakshikam. The makshika word is there in vigraha vakya as well as the samasta pada, but nir word is not there. So such samasas are called nitya samasas or aswapada vigraha samasas. So atra kashikakarena asmin sandarbhe kimuktam asti. Whenever you use the sutram samjnayam, you must have nitya samasa. You cannot do a vigraha which contains the same words sitting over there. But now what we are doing? We are using Purushottama as a samasta pada, but when asked to break it down, we are converting it into Purusheshu Uttamaha. That is not acceptable. Same words, Purusheshu and Uttamaha, cannot reappear in the samasa. If that is done, you cannot call it Nitya samasa, and if it is not a Nitya samasa, you cannot apply the Samjnayam Sutra. सो अत्र संज्ञायाम् इति सूत्रस्य विषये काशिकाकारः स्पष्टीकरोति अयं नित्यसमासः एव भवेत् परन्तु पुरुषोत्तमः इत्यत्र पुरुषेषु उत्तमः इति स्वपदविग्रहः अस्ति, अतः अत्र सप्तमी तत्पुरुषसमासः संज्ञायाम् इति सूत्रेण न संभवति. So this particular argument is sidelined because nitya samasah bhavati iti kashikakarasya matamasti nahi ayam nirnayah is something what people say and they sideline this particular argument. But in general, if we accept this particular argument, then this trick ends up into some problems. So tatra ayameva vishayah na nirdharane ityatra tatvabodhini. So tatvabodhini is a commentary on Siddhanta Kaumudi. तत्वबोधिन्याम् अपि न निर्धारणे इत्यस्य सूत्रस्य व्याख्याने अयं विषयः स्पष्टीकृतः अस्ति. अथ कथं पुरुषोत्तमः अन्ये तु पुरुषेषु उत्तमः इति संज्ञायां समासः. Some people say this is a samjnayam iti sutrena samasah tanmandam. It is not a very sharp answer. It is a dumb answer. Tanmandam. See how they use various words. Tad anuchitam, tad mandam, tad tyajyam iti bhinnaha shabdaha vyakhyaneshu prayuktaha drishyante. So tanmandam samnyayam iti samasasya nityatvena स्वपदविग्रह असंगति प्रसंगात. So samnyayam, this samasa must be nitya. Nitya means a swapada vigraha. Nitya does not mean compulsory. Here in this particular context, nitya doesn't mean always or regular or compulsory. It simply means a swapada vigraha samasa. So swapada vigraha asangati prasangat. Swapada vigraha eva asti. तत्र तादृशी असंगतिः दृश्यते, अतः कैयटोक्त समाधानम एव समीचीनम. Therefore, whatever we saw the explanation given by Kayyata, that is preferred explanation over this explanation. This is what Tatvabodhinikara explains, because samjnayam is only restricted for nitya samasa. So that is the third argument. पुरुषोत्तमः इति सप्तमी तत्पुरुषसमासः, परन्तु अत्र सप्तमी शौण्डैः इति सूत्रमेव न प्रवर्तते. The fourth argument is again about सप्तमी तत्पुरुषसमास, परन्तु तत्र वैयाकरणैः किमुच्यते, अत्र सप्तमी शौण्डैः इत्येव सूत्रं प्रयोक्तव्यम्. You use the sutram saptami shaundaihi and you get Purushottama as a samasa. Obviously, the question is, how do we do that? The answer is Yoga Vibhaga. Many of you who have studied other books or the Sutram Saptami Shaundaihi know this, that Bhashyakara allows a Yoga Vibhaga of this Sutram. Saptami becomes a separate Sutram, Shaundaihi becomes a separate Sutram. So सप्तमी इति पृथक् सूत्रं तत्र सिद्ध्यति. अस्य सूत्रस्य कः अर्थः? सप्तम्यन्तपदं समर्थेन सुबन्तेन सह समस्यते. So सप्तमी शौण्डैः इत्यत्र योगविभागः क्रियते. Why do you need the yoga vibhaga? Because there are so many examples of saptami tatpurusha where the uttarapada is not in the shaundadi gana. I mean, you can treat Shaundadi Gana as Akruti Gana, but Akruti Gana means what? 1, 2, 3, 4 extra words may be sitting over there. If you say Shaundadi Gana is Akruti Gana and add 100 more words over there, then that would not make any sense. Therefore, instead of doing that, you do a Yoga Vibhaga and you say Saptamyanta Padam Samarthena Subantena Saha Samasyate. So Saptamyantam Shaundadibhi Samasyate iti Moolam Sutram. Tatra Yoga Vibhagaha Kriyate. Kimartham Kriyate? शौण्डादिगणे अविद्यमानाः अपि अनेके शब्दाः सप्तमी तत्पुरुष समासे प्रयुक्ताः दृश्यन्ते. The very first word of Ramayanam, tapaswadhyaya niratam, tapaswadhyayeshu niratah, tapaswadhyaya niratah. Now you can see that nirata word is not there in the Shaundadigana, but people always break tapaswadhyaya nirata as tapaswadhyayeshu, tapassu or swadhyayeshu niratah. How do you do that? By doing a yoga vibhaga on saptami shaundaihi. There are many other examples given in the commentaries. Yatha kaloktam is yatha kale uktam. Jalapathaha is Jale Pathaha, and so on. अतः एतेषु स्थलेषु सप्तमी समासः अवश्यम् इष्यते. तदर्थं सप्तमी शौण्डैः इत्यस्य सूत्रस्य योगविभागः भवति. सप्तमी इति पृथक् सूत्रं तत्र सिद्ध्यति. अस्य सूत्रस्य कः अर्थः? सप्तम्यन्तं पदं समर्थेन सुबन्तेन सह समास्यते. Once you have a saptami as a separate sutra, the problem is solved. पुरुषेषु उत्तमः पुरुषोत्तमः. अनेन प्रकारेण अत्र अवश्यं समस्तपदं भवितुम् अर्हति. So that's the fourth technique. पुरुषोत्तमः इति सप्तमी तत्पुरुषः. अत्र सप्तमी शौण्डैः इत्येव सूत्रम्. The final argument, some of you might have already guessed it by now, is neither it is Shashti Tatpurusha nor it is Saptami Tatpurusha. It is a Karmadharaya Samasa. Purushaha ch asau uttamaha ch purushottamaha. So like we say unnataha cha asau vrukshaha cha unnata vrukshaha. In the same way, purushascha asau uttamascha purushottamaha iti karmadharaya samasaha bhavitum arhati iti tatra kechana panditaha vadanti. But there is a problem. What is the problem? In the Karmadharya Samasa, the Visheshana always comes before the Vishesha. Visheshanam Visheshena Bahulam. So Visheshanam must come first. We say Unnataha Vrukshaha Unnata Vrukshaha. Unnata is the Visheshana that must come first. We cannot say Vrukshaha Unnataha Vrukshonnataha. That's not acceptable in Karmadharya Samasa. The Visheshana must come first. So in Purusha and Uttama, when you want to combine the two words, who is the Visheshana? Uttama is the Visheshana. So it must come first and you must get Uttama Purusha rather than Purushottama. So that's an objection taken on this. Purushascha asau uttamascha purushottamaha iti karmadharya samasaha bhavitum arhati iti kechana panditaha vadanti. Tatra kaha akshepaha? Karmadharaye visheshanam purvapadarupena bhavet. अतः उत्तमः पुरुषः उत्तमपुरुषः इति समस्तपदं भवेत्. But what we want is पुरुषोत्तमः. We want the uttama to be the uttarapada. We want the uttama to come after the word purusha. There is a technique to do this in grammar. It is called paranipata. So that's why I said at the beginning of the class, too many complex things if you have not studied samasa prakaranam. What is paranipata? In a samasa, when a particular word is made or is forced to be an uttarapada, we call it paranipata. Similarly, when a particular word is forced to be purvapada, we call it purvanipata. This requires a little bit of background. When we do samasa, irrespective of the way you write the vigraha vakya, there is a fixed rule on what will be the first word in the samasa and what will be the second word in the samasa. For example, Sitayaha patihi will be Sitapatihi, and patihi Sitayaha, that will also be Sitapatihi. Just because you say patihi Sitayaha, you don't combine them in the same order and say pati Sita. The order of the words in the samasa is governed by a very fixed set of rules. Ramaha cha Lakshmanaha cha becomes Rama Lakshmanaha. Lakshmanaha cha Ramaha cha also becomes Rama Lakshmanaha. It does not become Lakshmana Ramaha. So there are fixed set of rules by which we get to decide which particular word in the Samastapada is a Purvapada and which particular word is the Uttarapada. The fundamental rule over there is Upasarjanam Purvam. In the process of Samasa, out of the two words, one word will get a technical term called Upasarjana. Now, how is this term given and so on? Forget about it. What this particular whole system says is that when you do a samasa, say Sitayaha and Patihi, so you have two words Sita and Pati, one of them will be called Upasarjana. In this particular context, the word Sita gets the term Upasarjana. And then the sutra says Upasarjanam Purvam, whichever is the Upasarjana that comes first. So whether you say Sitayaha Patihi or whether you say Patihi Sitayaha, it is the word Sita which is called Upasarjana, and it will come first in the Samastapada, giving the final form as Sitapati. And then there are a bunch of other rules. If it is not possible to determine which is Upasarjana, or if somehow both the words start becoming Upasarjana, then there are other rules, Dvandveghi, Ajadidantam, Alpachtaram, and so on. So there are a bunch of other rules. One of those extra rules says Rajadantadishu Param. This Rajadantadishu Param says that if the word that you are using in the samasa appears in a special gana called Rajadantadi Gana, then even if it is Upasarjana, it will come as an Uttarapada. Rajadantadishu Upasarjanam Param Prayoktavyam Na kevalam upasarjanam. So whether it is upasarjana or not, you don't care. If it is in the Rajadantadigana, Purva Nipatasya ayam apavadaha paranipataha. So if a word is present in the Rajadantadigana, we can go to the Ganapatha and see this Rajadantadigana. So Rajadantadigane Tadrishaha Samasta Shabdaha Santi Yatra Vidyamanam Uttarapadam Paranipatena Siddhyati. So Rajadantadigana consists of ready-made samasas where the word appearing as an Uttarapada goes over there because of this particular Rajadantadishu Param Sutra itself. Ataha atra asmin sandarbhe api Rajadantadishu Param ityatra Purushottama iti shabdasya nirdeshaha karaniyaha. So you treat Rajadantadi Gana as an Akriti Gana and add the Uttama word over there, which means add the Purushottama word over there, so that Uttama can become the Paranipata, and then there is no question of having Uttama Purusha as the Samastapada. So this is the technique Balamanoramakara explains. Kechittu Uttama Purushastvanyaha iti Gita Vakyat. So again, there is a reference to the Gita Vakya Uttama Purushastvanyaha. Uttama Purushastvanyaha iti Gita Vakyat. Karmadhariya Samasaha evati. So this is neither Shashti Tatpurusha nor Saptami Tatpurusha, but it is a Karmadhariya. And with Karmadhariya, actually the Visheshana must come first. So Uttama Shabdasya Visheshanatve तस्य पूर्वनिपाते प्राप्ते राजदन्तादिषु परम इति सूत्रे अस्य शब्दस्य इत्युक्ते उत्तम इति पदस्य समावेशं कृत्वा तत्र परनिपातः करणीयः. So again, Rajadantadigana is not Akrutigana as per the rules, but one or two words they just add it. When it is a scholar, you can't, you accept the technique. You can't really object to that. So if a scholarly Vaiyakarana suggests this particular technique, if there are more number of people who accept this technique, why do they accept this technique? Because they have studied so much literature that they know that Rajadantadi Gana is being treated as Akruti Gana at various places in the literature, even though explicit mention is not seen in the Vyakarana Granthas. So they take as a benefit of doubt and they treat Rajadantadi Gana as an Akruti Gana. Then they will add this Purushottama word or the Uttama word as the member of Rajadantadi Gana, and they will say Rajadantadishu Param इति सूत्रे निर्दिष्टे राजदन्तादिगणे उत्तमशब्दस्य समावेशं कृत्वा तस्य परनिपातः साधनीयः. So that's what Balamanoramakara explains. उत्तमशब्दस्य विशेषणत्वे अपि तस्य पूर्वनिपाते प्राप्ते राजदन्तादित्वात् परनिपातः इति केचित् आहुः इति केचन वैयाकरणाः वदन्ति. अनेन प्रकारेण अत्र इदं पञ्चमं समाधानं पुरुषोत्तमः इत्यत्र षष्ठी तत्पुरुषः अपि नास्ति, सप्तमी तत्पुरुषः अपि नास्ति, कर्मधारय समासः तथा च राजदन्तादिषु परम् इति सूत्रेण परनिपातः इति सर्वं कृत्वा, सो ट्रिक्स ऑफ द ट्रेड इति सर्वं कृत्वा अत्र पुरुषोत्तम इति शब्दस्य साधुत्वं प्रतिपाद्यते. अनेन प्रकारेण अत्र आहत्य पंच पद्धतयः, पंच युक्तयः, पंच समाधानानि स्पष्टीकरणानि वर्तन्ते. एतेषु किमपि स्पष्टीकरणं भवद्भिः स्वीक्रियते चेदपि तत्र दोषः नास्ति. पुनरेकवारं झटिति वदामि. प्रथमं स्पष्टीकरणं पुरुषोत्तम इति षष्ठी तत्पुरुषः एव, परन्तु निर्धारणषष्ठी नास्ति। किमर्थं नास्ति? तत्र त्रयः घटकाः न सन्ति, केवलं घटकद्वयं वर्तते, हेतुः न वर्तते, अत्र निर्धारणमेव न सम्भवति। द्वितीयं पुरुषोत्तमः इति निर्धारणषष्ठी एव, परन्तु निषेधः न प्रवर्तते। किमर्थं न प्रवर्तते? तदेव कारणं, वाट् एवर् वि गेव् इन् द प्रीवियस् बुलेट्, तत्र घटकत्रयं न वर्तते, हेतुः न वर्तते, अतः त्रयाणाम् अन्वयः नास्ति, द्वयोः एव अन्वयः अस्ति, अतः तत्र समासः अवश्यं भवितुमर्हति। थर्ड, पुरुषोत्तम इति सप्तमी तत्पुरुषः, तत्र संज्ञायाम् इति सूत्रं प्रयुज्यते। संज्ञायाम् इत्यत्र नित्यसमासः अस्ति, अतः अत्र कश्चन दोषः कैश्चित् पण्डितैः स्वीकृतः अस्ति, परन्तु नित्यसमासः न सार्वत्रिकः, दैट्स् नाट् एन् ऑलवेज एक्सेप्टेड ओपिनियन इति उक्त्वा अन्यैः तस्य समाधानं क्रियते। चतुर्थं, पुरुषोत्तम इति सप्तमी तत्पुरुषः, सप्तमी षण्डैः इत्येव सूत्रं, तत्र योगविभागः करणीयः। सो योगविभाग ऑफ सप्तमी षण्डैः इज अ स्टैंडर्ड एक्सेप्टेड सॉल्यूशन। सो योगविभागं कृत्वा पुरुषेषु उत्तमः इति सप्तमी इति भिन्नेन सूत्रेण साधुत्वं वक्तुं शक्यते। एंड फाइनली पुरुषोत्तमः इत्यत्र षष्ठी तत्पुरुष समासः अपि नास्ति, सप्तमी तत्पुरुष समासः अपि नास्ति, कर्मधारय समासः अयं, परन्तु विशेषणं विशेष्येण बहुलम् इत्यनेन समासे कृते उत्तम इति शब्दः यद्यपि विशेषणवाचकः, तथापि तस्य पूर्वनिपाते प्राप्ते राजदन्तादिषु परम् इति सूत्रे विद्यमाने राजदन्तादिगणे उत्तमशब्दस्य समावेशं कृत्वा तस्य कथञ्चित् परनिपातः साधनीयः, येन पुरुषश्च स उत्तमश्च पुरुषोत्तमः इति समस्तपदं सिद्ध्यति। अनेन प्रकारेण पुरुषोत्तम इति शब्दस्य पञ्च भिन्नानि स्पष्टीकरणानि साधुत्वार्थम् उक्तानि वर्तन्ते अस्मिन् पाठे। अत्रैव भाषापाकः तृतीयः इत्यस्मिन् पुस्तके विद्यमानः 83 अधिक 200 पाठः समाप्तः।